we are about to go on an 11-night journey through the Adriatic and from here to Barcelona with some incredible stops and some incredible food on the way. So this cruise is going to be our first cruise on Celebrity. It's going to be our second European cruise. We saw the Symphony a couple years ago, but this one is going to be very special for me, and I'll tell you guys why. The theming of this trip, I guess, is going to be the Michelin guide. So almost everywhere we go, minus a couple spots, we have found a restaurant to snag some lunch at that is listed in the Michelin guide. So when you see what we had in Athens, you already know we are in for some incredible food. But in store, we have some great places in Croatia, in Italy, and in Barcelona especially. Not especially, they're all gonna be fantastic. What am I talking about? So, let's get out of this hotel, let's head to the cruise port, let's get on a ship and begin this exciting journey, because it's cruise down! We are officially on board, and let's talk about what has so far been the biggest difference about the boarding experience of this cruise. And I don't think it's a Celebrity thing, I think it's more of where I'm cruising from. So we're cruising out of Athens, you guys know that. When I got to the port, they took my luggage, which is normal. I got in and they scanned your boarding pass, also normal. But then after that, they put everybody in kind of a staging area. And we had to wait to go through the X-ray and passport control. So, like customs, I guess we'll call it. So the interesting thing about, well, not interesting, but so that took about an hour and a half of sitting and waiting and then going through the line to get through the X-ray and passport control. So it wasn't crazy bad, like not fussing, not complaining, just telling you that is something to prepare for. And I think it has something to do with the fact that like certain countries that we're going through, because when we did Symphony, I don't remember having to do that. Now, that being said, we were in that kind of fancy room, so maybe we did it in a different way than other people. So my lack of knowledge there is sort of standing out. Nonetheless, I also got in trouble when I walked on the ship. So I always do like the kind of gangway walking into the ship little shot, right? I got in trouble because evidently that is a security area because they scan your boarding pass again there. So definitely don't film in those security. I mean, there was just little stands and the little ropes, dividing lines. So I didn't know until I got on, but as soon as I got on, I turned off the camera, but I still got fussed at. It is what it is. I said, hey, no problem. It was a lack of knowledge on my part, and no big deal. But I did think it was funny. The room isn't ready, but they did have the keys, so I was able to drop off my luggage in the room so I don't have to carry that around. And now I'm chilling at the Martini Bar. I don't know a lot about this ship. I have done a little bit of research just to sort of familiarize myself. But you guys are going to learn with me about the layout of this ship, because it's not like Royal where once you've been on kind of one, it's sort of similar, at least on the majority of them, unless they're some of the smaller ships that I haven't been on. Okay, enough digressing. We're going to drink my espresso martini. I did not get a Miami Vice because I thought, I'm in the Adriatic, I'm in Athens, I'm going to try a little bit more bougie, fancy drink to start my journey. Don't worry, their Miami Vice will come. It's the official drink of Schooner Bears Cruising. But for now, we're going to enjoy the espresso martini, then check out a little bit of the ship, I think, and still full from all the crazy meals yesterday. I don't think I'm going to even eat till dinner. But if I do, you guys will do it with me. So we'll check in a bit and do some ship exploring. So I am in one of the dining rooms called the Trellis dining room. I think they're both called the Trellis, but they are divided by people that have the set dining time. And then because I booked this cruise after, I guess, many people had already filled those up, I am in what's called Celebrity Select Anytime. But before I got on the ship, I made my reservations for all of the days where I'll be on the ship for dinner. There's one day where we are in port 2 days in a row, so I may eat dinner off the ship on that day. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, I have a great table by myself. I don't know if I'll be able to request the same exact table every single time or not, but that's going to be my goal. So we're here. We've unpacked. Everything is ready to go. I've been trying to get this done, and I keep on the first night. There's a lot of stuff that comes around, so I've ordered the food. The food's on its way. I've got some red wine to go with the prime rib that I've ordered for dinner. So we're gonna have some dinner, and there's a comedian later on tonight that I'm gonna go check out and just kind of enjoy being on the ship. Tomorrow's a sea day, so we'll get to kind of explore and do a little bit more of that. But for tonight, let's see what's up for dinner. Well, I bet you can guess where I am based on what you see behind me and the fact that it's after dinner. We are in the theater. We have a comedian tonight. It is kind of like on Royal, they call it the Welcome Aboard show. So this is kind of that. So before we get to meet the comedian tonight, this is something fun that Celebrity does that's a little different, is the captain's going to come out and introduce himself, so I'm excited about that. Dinner was pretty good. There wasn't any big misses. There wasn't any big hits. The prime rib was prime ribby. It was good. Mashed potatoes were okay. They weren't the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. The cheesecake was okay. Not the best cheesecake I've ever had, but it was a good. Let's talk about the butter dip things. So Celebrity does this little tray with different butters and dips every single night to go with the bread. So like tonight was a bell pepper, butter, and horseradish. And that horseradish one, oh my gosh, I could have just taken a bath in it. It was so good. So now we're gonna do the comedian show. And I think tonight might be a go to bed early kind of a night. I know that I should probably do some ship exploring, but I did not sleep super great last night. I think it was excitement about the cruise. All right, I had to zip ahead. I'm going to cut myself off and turn the camera off. They just made an announcement that you heard the beginning of, that they don't want audio or video recording, so you probably won't see any of the comedian, but I'll let you guys know how it was after the show. So we'll check in a bit. Well, good morning from the future. I wanted to hop on and do a little wrap up of Louis Ramey, the comedian, and overall first impressions of the ship and the day and all that kind of stuff. So number one, Louis was super funny. Really enjoyed him. He did a lot of just kind of regular kind of storytelling jokes. He did a little bit of crowd work. I I don't know the right way to say this, but his type of comedy, I don't know with the type of audience that is on the ship. Like, I thought it was funny, but I think it's for people my age, and I don't know that it landed that great with some of the audience that's a little more seasoned cruiser, and he could feel it. So that he played it up really well, actually, and it was really funny. The ship itself is small and easy to navigate. It's easy to find my way around. The staff, every single staff member that you pass by says hello to you and greets you. The service at dinner was exceptional. The room has been great so far, but I'm gonna talk about that in my intro to the sea day, which is today, but it's it's gonna be the next episode. This is my wrap up, and then you'll get all that good stuff in the next episode. But slept great, slept in a little bit. We'll talk about that more in the next episode. I'm excited to see what the sea day holds. We are jumping back an hour. We're gaining another hour in time. So the funny thing about that, really quickly, and then that we're going to call it a night or a morning for this episode. It was daylight savings ending when I was in Athens, and then we gained another hour today, getting us set up for the time zone in Montenegro tomorrow. So that was fantastic. So it's an extra hour of sleep. Love it. Needed it. So for now, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to say see you in the next episode. And yeah, great first day.